Hey everybody, Brooks from Drag Times here. In today's video, I'm going to show you something that I don't think has been done yet. That's taking the next generation Ford GT around in autocross. Now the reason probably people don't do this is because the GT is a pretty big car and autocrosses are made for basically pretty small cars, mostly Miatas and other small cars like that that can be very nimble and pass through small courses and tight areas between a lot of cones. However, this particular autocross is put on by the folks over at Street Racing Made Safe. It was actually their last event, and I wanted to go down there and bring the GT out and give it a try. Now, their autocross is quite a bit faster than most. Some people were reaching speeds of 70 to 80, maybe even 90 miles an hour around this course. So it's a little more open, and the GT really obviously can't stretch its legs at all there, but I thought it'd be fun nonetheless to toss around the GT and see how it handled on a tight course. And I was also very interested in making a pretty weird comparison, and that was taking my Ford GT and racing Jimmy in my Tesla Model 3 Performance. Now you might think that's a ridiculous comparison, but if you think about it, it might not be so crazy. Now the GT is a bigger car, it's harder to rip around small corners. The Tesla Model 3 has instant torque, all-wheel drive, and it's smaller. And while this might sound even crazier, recently a Tesla Model 3 Performance driven by someone who's really good in SCCA autocrossing won at a national level with the Tesla Model 3, and they actually bumped the Tesla Model 3 Performance up to the same class as a Porsche GT3. So this video series is actually going to consist of 3 parts. It's the Ford GT by itself racing a racing drone around the autocross track, and it's really, really wicked. I'm going to put together a mix of the drone footage, in-car footage, and outside footage of the Ford GT racing around. I'm also going to include the raw footage of the drone and raw footage of me whipping the GT around the track. Now after that, I'm going to show you a preview of how the Tesla Model 3 Performance did with Jimmy driving. The second video in this series is actually going to be a direct comparison of the Ford GT and the Tesla Model 3 Performance, and then we're going to do an actual Porsche GT3 versus the Tesla Model Performance as well. So have fun watching these video clips. Comment below what you think. Watch the speeds that we're obtaining in the Ford GT, the speeds in the Model 3, exit speeds, acceleration around the corners, and let me know in the comments below what you think. Did the Ford GT beat the Tesla Model 3? Or did the Tesla Model 3 take the Autocross Award of the day? Of course, make sure you hit that subscribe button below to make sure that you're notified of the next 2 videos, which are going to be direct comparison of the Ford GT versus the Tesla and the Tesla Model 3 Performance versus the Porsche GT3. Thanks for watching.
dyno for the first session.
Alright, Brooks, whenever you're ready. Ready? Okay.